What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? This is the CLR show, and man, we gonna review what happened because unlike what happened this past Sunday, we showed up. Unlike our team that was supposed to.
Thank you.
Yeah, uh, definitely hit the smash and like button. So like it, and please also subscribe to the channel if you want. Hopefully we're getting replays, and hopefully people are checking out what we're doing. That's all we can ask. Man, let's see. College football was average. We did our show. We talked about what we thought about the Falcons, what they could do. We didn't do a pre-show because we all kind of thought, you know what? There's no need to. There's really nothing we can really talk about. All right. And then I brought up one point before either was the wrestling show or was Monday's show. And I said, God help us if they don't show up.
You did say that.
All right. So, see, I'm not going crazy. I do remember this. And we're going to talk because I got a whole lot to talk about. And Ladarius should be in soon. And, God, I want to hear from him on this because I messaged him and I was like, do you see this crap? And he just wrote back, I do. I don't want to. So that should tell you something right there. I know me and Ron talked a little about it earlier today. And we got Millie Mills. What's up, Millie? What's up, fella?
What's up, Millie?
What up, Millie?
Thanks for coming on board. Yeah, we're all starting. Look, I have my thoughts. But I want to hear what my guys have to say first. 30-0 at Carolina. All right. So, oops, sorry, hit the wrong button here. So let's talk about it. Let's discuss. Mr. Kiki strikes again. Look, I'll tell you what, for someone that just took an ass whooping for 30-0, he was quite happy to talk to that linebacker from Carolina. I don't know. Maybe he owes him money or maybe, they were going to go on to Cookout. But, hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce the man, the icon, the one, the only, Mr. Laddie Daddy himself. What's up, Ladarius? How you doing?
Hello, everyone. Hope all is well with all.
Oh, we all good, baby. You know how it is. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to just we're going to start with Ron, John, Ladarius, and then me. Instant reactions.
Oh, Ron John. That's like the surf shop, Ron John.
Yeah.
Like down here.
We got a surf shop?
Yeah.
Goodness.
That's all I'm going to contribute to the show today. Everybody's going to do more than me, but that's my alone contribution to the show today.
Hey, wise man. We need another sponsorship program. We got the Ron Johns.
Wow.
Oh man, the tag team that everyone's going to talk about. I before anyone starts bitching, MP9 was due for a game like this. We need to be more interested in how he responds. But Zach, shake my head. Oh, Zach, Millie, don't worry. There are people that we got to call out because you have to, but don't worry. Just enjoy the show because we're going to go into. Don't worry. All right. So, Ron, go ahead, and then John, and then Ladarius, and then me.
Did we play Sunday? No, it did not look like it.
Ron, I can't answer that question. I saw a bunch of stiffs, I thought.
When you get 30-0 put on you, I mean, I know our body was there in Carolina, but our head was somewhere else. It a damn shame our OC don't know his left from right. And why the fuck he's still in the box and not at the bottom?
And if anyone wants to understand or wants to know what we're talking about, Zach Robinson is perched at the box in the where the coaching press box is.
Right.
And some coordinators coach from the box, some coach on the ground. So go ahead.
Now I did hear Raheem said, "Oh, we cannot get the play-ins real fast." Okay, Zach Robinson, Enough with the bullshit. Get your motherfucking ass down there at the bottom. So you to talk to the offense. Talk about the microphone was acting up. This the third time the microphone. Zach Robinson, I'm calling your black ass out. For the past 3 games, the microphone been acting up. So don't you think it about time you be down there with the team? Down there on the field with the offensive players? So you do talk to Michael Penix one-on-one instead of using the damn microphone? I mean, that's common sense. If the microphone not working, why you still be in the box and not at the bottom with the offensive players, with the quarterback? Can anybody tell me why? Anybody?
They got DJ Williams as the quarterback coach. I think that's reportedly his name on the staff. I don't know if he's actually is visible.
I need my OC to get down there and talk to Michael Penix face to face. Start using the microphone shit. Stop it. You were having bad play calling in Minnesota. You were having bad play calling with Tampa Bay using the microphone. So about time, common sense says you need to get out of the box and come on down on the field. Talk to your offensive plays. Your quarterback, your wide receivers, your tight ends. You need to talk to them face to face. That's all I got right now, C-Dub.
Okay, right now. All right, that's the right now version of what Ron has to say. All right, John, what you got, bro? Talk to me.
I want to piggyback off what Ron just said. It's time for Zach Robinson to get down on the field with the boys. It's time because enough is enough. I mean, Sunday it looked like we were out partying all night long. It looked like the boys went out on a drinking binge, and they just didn't know what to do or how to play, and they looked lost all during the game. And as far as Michael Penix goes, we know there will be some growing pains. We all know this will happen, but I'm tired of Michael Penix overthrowing his receivers high, low. It's got to stop. I mean, I know against the Vikings he had a great showing. He did. He had an awesome showing against the Vikings, but it's starting to rear its ugly head. He's overthrowing wide receivers high, low, in the middle, and he's got to get better. I mean, there's no sense in that. I mean, the guy's a rookie. I know there's going to be growing pains, but still, overthrowing Drake, overthrowing Mooney. It's not. I don't know what to say. I mean, I really don't.
All right, Ladarius, Mr. Executive Producer, Mr. Man himself, Ladarius, you there? Giving him a little bit of time.
Hello, did someone request me?
Yes. I love how you make it.
The subscriber you have reached is no longer accepting calls. No.
No, that was Raheem's or that was Zach Robinson's phone for the offense. Our OC defenses, we gotta. All right, Ladarius, let me read these comments real quick, and then I want to hear from you. Our coaching staff is so smart, they're dumb. From Millie Mills, by the way. I understand why he's in the press box, but bro, you ain't even making adjustments. You looking for over the top. Then our OC can't read defenses either. We got a rookie leading a rookie. All right. I heard that line. Go ahead, Ladarius. I want to hear what you got.
Oh yeah, I'll be really quick.
Oh, take your time, please. This is
No.
Hold on, hold on. They took 3 hours of our time. We can take whatever time we want to talk about that toilet paper or that stain
But,
that they gave us.
but no, I don't think as far as the OC and I don't think it really matters whether Zach's on the field or in the booth. Listen, it's just different strokes for different folks. Like you look at Joe Brady, for for the Bills. He's in the booth. I think Todd Monken's in the booth for Lamar. I think he's the OC. So to me, it has an advantage, has a disadvantage. The core of the problem is that, listen, for Michael Penix, listen, we gotta understand this is his first full season. And it's not making excuses, but we have to understand is that it's all we just like Carolina's defense isn't trash. Like if you like I know they got blown out the week before, and I get it. But I think the core of the question becomes, as long as we don't get this consecutive weeks, and it's all about adjustments. And Michael Penix has a big arm, and you just kind of have to reel it in. And I'm not going to sit here and knock him because essentially it's his second season, but it's his first full season as starting quarterback. And we have to put that into consideration. And like my biggest takeaway is like when we talk about Zach Robinson, it's about how do you adjust? How do you basically? I'm looking like how do you adjust against another great defense in Washington next week? Go ahead, John.
How you can adjust to that? Either bring in new headset, or you can bring in wristbands. Have Michael Penix put on a wristband. I mean, or you can bring in a brand new headset which doesn't mess up. And I think that's how you cure that. I mean, but I'll say this for the defense. Our defense, they did play well they did play well in some aspects. They kind of did. But overall, I think the defense did not really shine out throughout the game. They didn't really play as well as I thought they would have. I just thought, maybe the defense would have came out and been on fire after the Vikings game. I thought maybe they would have been like, you know what, it's our time to come out and put boots to asses. This is our time now. And through the whole game, it looked like the defense got lost and lost. It looked like they weren't even trying at times. They got bullied in the trenches. And it was really, really bad.
Go ahead, Ladarius.
Oh no, I'm good. I don't want to take up too much time. No, I'm good.
All right. I'm also gonna go in, but if someone could look up for me the Falcons schedule, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we have the Commanders, and next week is our bye week, and then the week after is the Bills game, or is it swapped? I'm trying to remember. So if anyone can find that for me, that would be awesome. Because I think
what it is, we got the Commanders, and then we got a bye week.
Okay. All right. So that's what I thought. Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Falcon Culture. All right. Now, before I give an introduction to Falcon Culture and why, as a fan, I am abused in Falcon Culture. Christy Lewis, happy Numb Day. Falcon family. Yep. Pass the liquor.
What up, Miss Christy?
Miss Christy, also, you can adjust if you've never done it before and don't believe that nothing's wrong with everything. What are you doing? He needs wristbands. I believe she's meaning Zach Robinson needs them. That and bumper cars. Ain't no day off for these boys. This week, they need to be at the facility right now working on. Hey, I agree. All right.
Absolutely, Millie. I agree. Yes. I agree with what Millie just said. Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Been a Falcon fan since about 98, 97. Yeah. So it's been a while. All right. I didn't get into it totally until I was out of high school. So I started watching football, and Falcons were the team. I wanted to cheer for them. Now, I will say this. This team has always done this to me. In a game they show up on primetime TV or a game where they do very well against a very good opponent at the time, they show up, show out, whoop tail, and then all of a sudden, the next game, they no show. They just skip the beat. Just, we've lost a game to a rocket scientist, okay? Who was on the team for a few days. Their radios were working fine. Let's see. My tongue is dry from licking these. Oh, Kristen, drink some water, girl. I'm just trying to. Anyway, so sorry about that. So look, this game was lost by coaching staff, by the players, by everybody that was buying into the hype. Because I just remembered saying after our last show, and I said, when I think about the Falcons being this big of a favorite, you better not do a no-show. Don't do a no-show.
All right.
And then here you go. Now, first of all, let's talk about these damn communicators. I do DJ work, okay? I hook up my equipment, but one of the very first things I do is I plug my microphones up, and I do something, and it's real simple. I put it to my mouth, and I check if it's on. And I make sure others can hear me. I know that sounds crazy, Falcons. Sound check would really help. Maybe, just maybe, get you a tech guy who can, I don't know, check the tech.
Make sure stuff works.
Hey, this, and this. Yeah, I hear you. Perfect sound. Awesome. All right. Bam. That should be a problem taken care of. When I hear my coach saying, yeah, it was out for about the first 4 or 3 or 4 possessions. Well, let's multiply how many plays you put in a possession. Or actually, let's do one better. Because, Raheem is such a wonderful wordsmith. And I would hate to sound like I am, crucifying an innocent coach. Because, he does wear capris on a Sunday. But let's see here. Because there's this wonderful thing called drive summary when you go into the Falcons play calling. All right. So in the first quarter, their first possession, 10 plays. Their next possession, 3. 4 plays. By the way, the 10 plays and the 4 plays were missed field goals. 8 plays, punt. And that's into the second quarter. How many times have we heard from when people talk about football and talk about the teams? Oh, they script the first 15 plays. They script the first quarter. And like within your eyes closed, you know the plays, you know what you're doing, you know who the play's going to. Nah, we can't do that. Nah, we're the Falcons. We know it better. We got this. Y'all think we need to kowtow to you. I actually think we'll get busy on the Commanders though. Trust me, one of those we'll talk. Go ahead.
Can I respond to that?
Yeah.
One, we always have a problem with dual threat quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Mariota the run a little bit. We've seen that here in Atlanta. Yeah.
And he also did it against Oakland.
Right. So if we always have a problem, and even Minnesota quarterback, JJ, what's his name?
JJ McCarthy.
He ran a little bit. So that should tell you that our weakness in Atlanta. If you're a Falcons fan, that is our weakness. That's been our weakness for a long time now. So I cannot say we will get busy. If your offensive line not blocking for you, how you gonna get busy? Shout out to coach.
Yeah. So, by the way, our receivers don't look. I don't understand what is. It's almost like the Monstars got a hold of Mooney.
Right.
Because that man don't know how to play receiver all of a sudden. So, Ray McLeod's already on thin ice with me also, by the way.
Right. So, coach, you call out the eye test. Somebody need to call you out, coach. Though you don't know what the fuck you talking about. You call yourself a defensive coordinator. How? If your offensive line not blocking for you, how are you going to throw the damn ball? Coach? You love to call out people, but when people give you your answer, you don't like the damn answer. Now shut the fuck up.
God. Is Coach on the show? I didn't know he was here.
And the quote Roddy Piper from a long time ago, just when you think you've got the answers, I change the question.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, when you call out John, a bit homie to me, that been helping me and my wife, then mean you got a problem, coach. When you call out Winston, mean you got a problem. Now go back in your bat cave.
All right. So here's my thought. But yeah, let me hit this up real quick because, like I said, my thoughts are this: this team lost this game totally. Okay.
Yep.
And let's just throw this out there because I'm getting tired of people jumping into conclusions about, oh man, this means that we got a quarterback controversy. No, because you screwed this whole thing up when you first got Kirk Cousins.
Right.
All right. Michael Penix is going to be the starter for the year. Okay? He should be. All right. If he's not, then someone better lose a job then. But anyway, what I am going to do, hold on, I'm just about to get the flow on. All right. What I'm going to say is this. When Michael Penix started only 3 games, what did we all talk about in the freaking preseason? Play some snaps.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say play the whole quarter. I didn't say I wanted him to play a half. I wanted some snaps because it gives you in-game reps. And everybody wanted to give Raheem credit because why? We don't want anyone to get injured. We don't want to get anyone injured. But then at the last practice of the season or preseason, 2 guys go down. And then Mooney goes down. So, and those 2 guys that went down before Mooney was your right tackle and the backup right tackle. Let that simmer in and cook up. All right, because I'm pretty pissed off when I think about this game. What is happening late is the late call for yep. And I'm about to go into that too. And hey, B, so good to see you. So long. So, okay. We are now talking about, that's just my first thoughts of the Falcons, what they did. Then I look at the way that you call a timeout and get a delay a game after the timeout. I'm telling the person, this is the play. Focus. Okay. And they just go la 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 la, do Shane McMahon dancing, I guess. I don't know. But my God, to look so inept. And then kicker missed 2 field goals. I'll deal with him later. I'll chop a toe off. I don't give a damn. All right. What I'm saying is this whole team lost this game. Right. And I got to hold on. Yeah, I saw the picture and I was like, I had to do something about that. That thumbnail is great. Thank you, B. I really do like it. It's hilarious. The delay game after the timeout is due to yeah, it is because what did I say last week? We've got an offensive coordinator reading the Lord of the Rings book for offensive plays when we all know it's going to be Bijan anyway.
Right.
And he's trying to read the whole chapter, and Michael's like, just tell me the play.
Right.
And Michael, I will say this, Michael Penix, I'm waiting for him to snap because this has happened way too many times, and it's just week 3.
Right.
We don't know what we're doing. That's the biggest problem. And then I always asked, because I said this is Falcon culture. I asked the question, are you sure you can trust this coaching staff to nurture Michael Penix? That was my big question. Everybody kept telling me, oh, Michael Penix. I'm going, this is his first year. And I'm trying to say, he's going to have stinkers. He's going to have games where he looks like crap. He's going to have a game where he looks bad. By the way, folks, we outgained him in that bad game. We outgained him by 100-plus yards, rushing and throwing. So it wasn't like we weren't doing something. It's just you see what happens. Go ahead, Ron.
But once again, if you know your right tackle, he the backup, and he having a hard time dealing with pass rushers. Will you make the play calling, the plays shorter than longer plays?
Yeah, you would try to do like some quick slants. You try to do some pass. You try to do. I wouldn't even say screens because I hate watching our. We can never do screens right. I don't understand, but
you will make the plays a lot shorter, like 5 yard, 10 yard, 15 yard, then come back. Or you see what I'm saying? But it seems like Zach Robinson don't understand that. Oh, my right tackle getting beat like he stole something over here. I still gonna do me. Well, Zach Robinson, you need to look in the mirror. You really do. Because your right tackle got beat all yesterday. Got beat all yesterday. But you still draw out these long plays. It don't make sense. I said last year, C-Dub, I said somebody need to put Zach Robinson on the new man. Did I say that, C-Dub?
Yeah.
And he looked like he don't even know what. He tried the same plays from last year. If I'm an OC and I'm trying to get better, I'm trying to stay in the NFL, I would make better plays if I'm an OC.
The other thing I think we also need to bring up is our head coach. Everybody wants to say, "Oh, it's not Raheem. It's not Michael Penix." Well, then who is it? Because if it's not Zach Robinson, then who's the guy that hired him? Oh, that's Raheem.
Right.
If it ain't Raheem, well, who's the guy that hired him? See, it's this word that's called accountability that nobody wants to use. And it's getting very annoying because this team wants to come off on press conferences, spit in the fans' faces, and try to make it like we know what we're doing. Look at us. We're smart. We're this. And in reality, you're looking stupider. At least with Arthur Smith, he made it clear he was an a-hole.
Right.
And people didn't like him. But you know what? He still made it clear he was an a-hole.
Right.
I'll take that over someone being fake. And that's something that I heard Miss Roney in Bigelow Country talk about, and how Miss Roney can't stand Raheem at times because he comes off as fake. He's a snake oilsman. He's a car salesman.
A car salesman.
Yeah. He's going to try to sell you a busted up vehicle that's going to break down on you tomorrow. So he's going to try to get you for all the money. And I'm tired of it. And I was waiting for one game to just show me, because this kind of game, you don't just lose this game. You went down 0-2 in your division. Let's talk about that. Buccaneers are finding ways to win.
Mm-hmm.
Remember what I've said? Baker Mayfield, that dude,
Mm-hmm.
he's kind of living it up. He might be hurt. He might be banged up, but notice how he still make plays.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of that game, did y'all see that game?
Mm-hmm. I did.
Man, the punt got blocked by the Jets, and
the field goal.
Well, my bad, the field goal.
Mm-hmm.
And they had coach on the sideline dancing. They did not win yet.
I didn't care about the coach dancing. I actually liked it. I'll take a coach. You know what? That shows you how much he wants those guys to do something. I'll take that, because you know what?
But my thing is win the game first.
Well, Ron. The way that game was, it was so up and down, and it's the moment. I will not get mad at that. All right. I'll get aggravated with Raheem, being stupid, but I think I would have done that, because, you don't see. First of all, you saw that play, right? Homeboy, X-Man or Marveled freaking over the lineman, not touched him, takes the ball and runs it. And the only one that did it better was Jordan Davis, by the way, folks.
Shout out to Georgia.
Jordan Davis, I love you, big man. My God, you made big men proud. When he scooped that ball and he was gone, I was like, dang.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wish Ladarius was here. We could talk about that play. But John, you hadn't talked for a bit, but go ahead. What do you think, man?
I think the reason nobody is holding Raheem accountable is because nobody wants to take blame. Everybody wants to point the finger. Oh, it's Terry Fontenot. Oh, it's Michael Penix. It's the D-line's fault. It's everybody's fault but that one person. Nobody wants to blame Raheem for not being held, for being accountable to what this team is doing right now. Everybody's like, oh, it's everybody else's fault but his. And Raheem Morris even said it in his press conference yesterday. He got out coached. His words, and he said Michael Penix. He said he's not worried about Michael Penix because he knows Michael will bounce back. That was what he said yesterday in his press conference. But I think we all need to start holding Raheem accountable because he is the one responsible for the way this team is playing and the way this team is being. What are we, 0-3 right now? Or 0-2?
0-2 in the division. Yeah.
Division.
When are we going to start holding Raheem accountable? That's what I want to know. When is everybody going to stop pointing the fingers at Terry and Terry Fontenot and saying, you know what, Terry is the reason he brought, he's a reason that this team is playing the way that it is, or the D-line is playing the way that this team is playing right now. Everybody's pointing the finger in the opposite direction of where the finger needs to be pointed.
I'm going to say this again. When it comes to blaming Raheem, I blame him constantly. I do. I am not ashamed of it because you're the leader. You're the guy that's the spokesman of the team. You're the guy that literally has to answer why the team doesn't step up. And then the question needs to come forth, why are you allowing it? I don't care if you're a people person or you want to pat everyone on the back and, rah, rah, key. Yeah, that's Raheem. My thing is this. Stop spitting in my face and tell me it's raining. Okay? The preseason. The man should have been playing. Everyone should have been playing. Get your reps in. Wake up. Because I'm going to tell you, they telling us, oh, they're getting their work in. They get their lather. They're getting in game shape. I'd say that's all a lie. I don't believe a damn word. I don't see pictures. I don't see evidence. All I see is just a bunch of guys just throwing the ball around. There's nothing. That's why I put them in preseason, put them in pads, put them where, they might get hurt. Yeah, they might get hurt in the first game of the year. What do you want from me? It's called football. You have the best men on your team. That's why you have this thing called depth. And then all you want to hear, everyone wants to operate out of the fear factor. Raheem is ultimately that. And every time he asks a question that he doesn't want to answer, he always goes to, well, we were just, being cautious of injury. Dude, this week 3. Now, first of all, did Penix deserve to get benched? I would have benched him. You're not winning this game. I would actually have. I would have just said, sit down. I want you to stew. I want you to be pissed off. So when you come for that next game, you know what you want to do.
All right.
We're going to get this shit straightened, but I need you to just see what the hell is going on. And then turn it around and look over at your team, and you need to call your offense coordinator.
What?
Zach, what the hell was that? Michael doesn't need to be. We don't need to be hanging Michael like this. Okay, we roll him out. We move him. Let's move the pocket some. Let's get Bijan on mismatches.
But
all right. And yeah, so Michael Penix is 25, right?
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we not just letting him have a wristband and letting him give him a play call, give him about 20 to 25 seconds in the clock, and where he can look at his wristbands and he can actually go, okay, yeah, that doesn't look right. Guys, we're going to audible right here. He sees this guy. He sees it. You give him no time to analyze what's in front of him. And miss me with the pistol. Someone needs to ditch that damn pistol. Because and then, like I said, can someone please recover Mooney? I think someone took his body and just sucked all his talent away because he does not know how to play receiver all of a sudden. Matt Ryan had to call plays also because Shanahan would often – yeah, exactly. And I bet you Shanahan did even get with him and say, look, there's going to be points you need to call these plays. I want you to know what these plays are.
But once again –
but that's
Shanahan,
yeah, go ahead.
Once again, Shanahan grew up in the NFL. He grew up. You might look who Shanahan's father is.
And what was their style? They were always guys that planned something
right
for something bigger. They always set you up. They always were doing body shots.
Right.
Man, body shots sound good.
Shanahan, his father loved to run the ball. He would tell you that off the rip. If this person coming, that pass rusher coming, that D-tackle coming, or the linebackers coming, I'm going to make sure my offensive line to block.
Totally understand. And Chrissy, thank you. I read it like it was. Sorry. But yeah, that was a joke after.
But that our problem. The right side cannot block nobody.
Well, this right side. Like another thing, if you didn't notice, if you didn't watch, you didn't see Charlie Warner as much as you saw him in the primetime game.
Right.
He played in about 86% of the snaps. And he was able to do a lot of blocking.
Right.
Hold on. And woohoo, San Fran stayed undefeated. Love you, ATL brothers. Hey, man, no problem. And by the way, that was a hell of a game. Y'all got, man, I'll tell you what, man, the Cardinals and the Rams are not going anywhere. That West division is going to be tight, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Because that division, and I'll tell you what, man. Look, it could be worse, by the way. You could be playing the defense of the Dallas Cowboys. All you need is a pass rusher. But, you don't need that because all you had to do is trade 2 first-round picks. But apparently you can't stop bombs over Baghdad as Caleb Williams still throwing bombs over those boys' heads. And by the way, I think Dan Quinn is supposed to be wearing a football helmet next week, just in case he gets run over again. Oh my God, that was funny. Players don't have the flexibility that Dan gave them to have their input to play into play calling. This would be an advantage for us, especially from the vet players from the other team. Totally agree.
I agree.
And see, I will say this, even though I do not like Dan Quinn, I don't. But the man was always willing to have good coaches, even coaches that were against him. And the Saints or Seattle ain't a joke either. They're not. I was just thinking about from the game I watched with San Fran and the Cardinals. I was very impressed, and plus the Rams and the Eagles. Man, if those two teams go at it in the playoffs again, just count me in. I can't wait. Yeah, your Falcons are looking way better than my Cowboys still, Jerry. Craig.
Hey, that's what Jerry Jones said. He said we're gonna focus on the run.
Yeah. Hey, Craig, y'all stopped I think y'all took care of the run though. You had what's his name? Clark, or I can't remember the guy's name they got from Green Bay.
The D tackle.
Yeah, the D tackle. Yeah. But look, y'all doing good. You just couldn't stop the pass. It's okay, and you couldn't rush the passer. It's okay. It happens. That's why you gotta have the blue chew, Craig. Things we'll look up. God, I'm just rewatching that awesome move by Jordan Davis. God, man, could you imagine if we drafted him?
I said it.
Not me and you both.
I did too. I said we should have drafted him, but
I was willing to trade down and get him. I did not care. I was like, give me what I want.
Exactly. I mean, the kid made a mistake. I mean, you're gonna hire.
I'm talking about Jordan Davis. I'm not talking about Carter. I think Carter's a bit of a jerk. I mean, I'm not going to give Carter. I'm not, after hearing what Carter said about they did about some of the private court thing that they released. Whoo, he ain't that big.
Davis on the same.
But Jordan Davis that's the guy I'm talking about. And oh my God, I was so happy for him. He deserved a moment like that. He really did. Go ahead.
I'm gonna answer this. It said Jerry needs to focus on winning on the field, not in the press. The problem is, in my opinion, I think Jerry needs to step down. In my opinion. Because you imagine dumb decisions, putting your team in the worst predicament in a long time. I mean, I love for y'all to lose. I can't stand Dallas. I love it. But even Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder to see y'all should not trade it. Y'all best pass rusher to Green Bay. They got 2 first-round picks. You don't trade. Me and C-Dub were talking earlier. You don't trade a top 3, top 5 pass rusher like that in his prime to Green Bay and they get 2 first-round picks. You don't do that shit. They call them man the next LT for a reason. Now look at you. Look at your defense. You cannot stop a nosebleed. It's like that one episode on Martin, when Martin got into the box ring. Out. He cannot stop from getting hit. They're like Dallas Cowboy defense right now. So, that's all I got to see, Doug. And John.
When I see this team underperform like they did, it's ridiculous. You had, people talked about you, and they weren't talking bad about you. Some were talking about how really good Raheem's coaching style is, which that made me laugh.
Tight pants.
Yeah. And I'm just going, okay. And every time I heard it, I just wanted to go, okay, so he's a great coach. Got it. Yeah, you know what? No, he's not. I mean,
Not by any means.
my thing is this. I'm calling out the fact that this man came out and made our team was not prepared. We're never prepared. We're not prepared, and the adjustments are never adjustments.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like they force every little thing. They want to force how to they want to force Bijan. If you look at and you go to Madden and you go to recent plays or you go to favorite plays, well, you go to Zach Robinson's playbook. You're going to see 1,000 play calls for Bijan written in Old English or written in the Twin Towers language. And then you see this small section. That's for everybody else. And they may have 1 or 2 play calls for them. Drake, throw it high. Drake, throw an in. Pitts, throw somewhere. Mooney, if he's open. Algier, straight. That's it. Because that's what it sounds like. And I swear to God, I'm waiting for the day that you see Michael Penix cuss out Zach Robinson. Because that man is about to rip that helmet apart and pull the radio out. And I hope he does. Because it's like, fuck it, I don't need it. We're screwed anyway. And he starts calling the plays. I mean,
I wish Raheem could ban Zach Robinson from going into the box. Just ban him from going into the box.
Let's put it this way. If you had, it's almost like this. I'm wondering, does it need to come off like this? Hey, you like this job, right? You like that money? I need you on the ground, man. We got to show that we're doing everything possible. Just get on the ground. I'll get you a 90-inch TV that you can look on, and you don't even have to look at the field. You don't even need to talk to anybody, and that'd be Raheem because you know how Raheem is.
But my thing is, it's common sense. It's common sense. If I'm not getting the plays real quick to my quarterback, maybe I need to change up.
Mm-hmm.
So what does that mean? Don't go into the box. Go down on the field.
Yeah. All right. Let me read what Christy wrote here. But I think because she wrote quite a few things, so I want to make sure and read this, and then we're going to go to John. But think about it. No employee wants to work under a supervisor who advise a non-productive strategy. These people or these players will not perform at their highest level for what they know won't work. Exactly. That's basically what we
Right.
And then, huh?
I was just saying that was facts what Miss Creepy said. I agree with what she.
Yeah, she wrote more too. So she wrote, we played the same repetition plays. Yep, that's what I was talking about. That we did the last game against the Panthers. And by the way, if y'all noticed, the Panthers knew what we were playing.
Right.
It's like it's almost, and almost something like I would have said. We're gonna make sure when Bijan gets the ball, we all sell out. We got to make sure he doesn't beat us because that's the only man that can beat us.
Right.
These bums won't. They're not going to get past. Because also, I still believe all the receivers are hurt. Because of, we got Mr. Secrecy over here not wanting to talk about the injuries.
I could see Mooney being hurt.
It has to be. He has to be.
Because in that Minnesota game, he did not look right.
He didn't look right in this game.
Right. But I just trying to compare the Minnesota and this game.
No, I got you. And that's what I'm saying.
How you going to miss a wide open touchdown? In 2 games, man. 2 games.
Yeah.
Minnesota and the Carolina game. He was wide open. Now, I know.
but he hasn't been on sync either, though.
Right. That's what I mean. That's my point. Ain't nobody on sync now.
Yeah, almost like if they just had a little bit of time together. But hold on. We were told that, hey, in workouts, they looked great. Michael Penix was he had a look at that cannon. That's what I kept hearing. Look at the cannon. Look at the cannon.
We also talked about it on last year. We need preseason.
Yes.
We need it because if Kansas City, all these top teams to play in the preseason, why can't we?
Yeah. All right, let me finish up these comments because I want to make sure I read them all. So we got we played the same repetitive plays. So like I said, like I just read, and then I was going back that we did the last game with Panthers. We did the Panthers and the Aints friends predicted most of our next plays. It was shameful. It was because if you watch, you could actually predict where they were trying to go with the next play.
Right.
And by the way, Algier only got the ball once. That's ridiculous. I mean, yeah. The dude does not have a playbook. It's a cheat sheet of wrong answers only.
Right.
Christy, I love you. I really do.
Me too.
I mean, you are such my girl. It's not even funny. All right, we used the run up your ass play since EOS. EOS. I called him EO, not T. Oh God, I can't even say his name. I want to keep saying EO Sky, but Smith and Devontae Freeman. No, that was Tevin Campbell too. You know, Mr. Can we talk for a minute? The same play that was kept. You could only hear that here at the CLR show. That kept them hurt. Will also get Bijan hurt.
Right.
And I got to go here. This is the one thing I'm going to criticize Penix about. Bro, if you're going to throw the ball, you better throw it quicker. Stop throwing the medicine ball. Because we don't need these guys going out to the hospital because you're indecisive. I get it. We're going to have your back. But damn, there were some throws I saw and I went, ooh, if I'm walking to the sideline, I'm having a talk with him.
Right. Once again, like I said, Zach Robinson, if he were at the bottom on the sideline, hey dog, what you see out there, man?
All right, let's just call it what it is. At this point, it's like this. First of all, you're right. The only move to do right now is to get Zach on the field. Or do you have a competent play caller upstairs to replace him or sub him like you did with Jimmy Lake? I don't think you do.
I don't think. This was Penix here. Can you hear me, John? Can you hear me, C-Dub?
Give me the damn play! I got 2 seconds left.
That was Macho Penix here for the past 3 games.
He takes his helmet. You hear this bullshit?
You know what? Penix is hearing in his ear. He's hearing that Peanuts voice. He's hearing that voice of a Peanut.
Whoa. What? What the fuck is that? Whoa. That was Michael Penix here. Okay. It's common sense. And my quarterback cannot hear me. Why keep on staying in the damn box? Common sense.
Yeah, he does. Because we don't ever hear from him.
Right.
Let's go to John because before John hasn't said much. But go ahead, John.
Yeah.
What are your takes? I mean, you're hearing us. Look, this isn't like it's like break down the game. How can we break down the game when everything sucked? I mean, you give the defense a little bit of credit because honestly, you take the interceptions away. Okay, the game's maybe 20, maybe doing quick math here, 16 points.
Right.
But you're still in a situation where your offense screwed you. Or they, and like I said, they were not prepared. I will say it because you were reading way too many press clippings.
Right.
For some reason, you thought the Minnesota Vikings were the 98 Minnesota Vikings with Randy Moss, Chris Carter, and Jake Reed. You thought you beat that team. Nah, you beat a team that had a busted up offensive line and you took advantage of it.
Right. But that was the same thing going into the Carolina game. They had busted offensive line.
Yes. Say that
Did
again,
they even
Ron.
teach the bitch?
They had 2 linemen out, and they had a whole lot more players out. I think Xavier Leggett was out.
Mm-hmm.
And they were able to dictate the pace to us.
Mm-hmm.
You had a coach on the opposite field who hadn't had his team lead all season.
Mm-hmm.
His team hadn't had the lead. They were 0-2. And if I told you which two teams were losing, you would told me if I didn't show you a score, you would have been like, "Oh well, the team with the guy that wants to high five everybody wants to be your friend." Because the other team looks like they were prepared, they were ready,
Mm-hmm.
and they were the worst team, but yet they won. And it's just like this is what happened, and this is why I said there are still games coming down this wire, folks. I still think New England's going to beat us. I think the Colts are going to have some fun with us. This is not an easy schedule. Why? Because we're not going to let it be easy. The Atlanta Falcons love to make their fans suffer. They may win some games that they're not supposed to, but they're definitely going to lose the games they're not supposed to either. Yeah, and look, I hate to say it, there is a Saints game coming eventually.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they will play down to them. It ain't a matter of if, it's when they will, though. Because that effort against the Carolina Panthers should not have happened. I didn't even see that kind of game last year. This was terrible. And it's a division opponent. So guess what you just did? You gave a division rival. And I know people go, well, they're not really a rival. They are a rival. All right. You know what? We've beaten them. They've beaten us. It's a rival.
Right.
Now they're over you. Their one win is more valuable than your little win. Because they beat you. Meaning head to head, they have a tiebreaker over you.
Right.
We will have another game against them at the Benz. But I'm not holding my breath because we know how our Benz home field advantage can be.
Right.
So, but yeah, John, go ahead, brother.
I agree with everything you said, C-Dub. The game I'm worried about is this upcoming Sunday versus the Commanders. I am worried about that because I'll piggyback off what Ron said. We do have trouble with running quarterback. We do have trouble with that. I mean, there's no secret about that. And, I'm worried that we're not going to be prepared again because we weren't prepared we weren't prepared in this game against the Panthers. We should have went out against the Panthers and throttled them. We should have went out and beat the brakes off of this Panthers team. They were 0-2. There was no sense of us being unprepared against a team like that. The Panthers aren't that good. No Xavier Leggett. Bryce Young is what beat us. Bryce Young and their wide receivers is what beat us in that game. And our defense, they got bullied in the trenches. And that's another thing. Our defense got beat up all day long. And I'll agree with Ron said. Bring Robinson down on the field. If Penix is having trouble getting the plays in, put Robinson down on the field where he can get the Penix to face, where they can be face to face, where they know what each other wants. That way, Penix isn't grabbing his head and shaking his helmet, getting frustrated. Because you can see during that game Sunday that Penix was frustrated. I mean, he was yanking out his helmet. I mean, and I'm surprised Penix. It's like C-Dub said. I'm surprised. Penix didn't reach inside his helmet and grab out that damn that microphone and say, you know what, screw this. I mean, it's it. I'm worried about this coming Sunday because if we're not prepared, I think Washington is going to drag us up and down the field, and this is going to be a long day for us.
I'm surprised Michael Penix at halftime did not go up to the box with Zach Robinson and get him a 2-piece and biscuit. No, he was getting pissed.
Oh, he was.
I
Really. That is the first time I have seen a Falcons quarterback pissed.
Right.
All right, I'm talking pissed.
I mean, I was like, yeah, he finished snap.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, did you knock him out right quick? I put.
What happened to the offensive coordinator? He just walked into the wall.
Because it don't make no sense. Raheem been saying we've been having problems in the last 3 games with our microphone. This is what Raheem said now.
I know.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Zach Robinson, common sense. Bring you down on the sideline.
No, common sense. You're the head coach. Hey, can we make sure these are working, please?
Right. That before the game, you should see if the microphone and the helmet work.
20
before the game.
Plus, if it's true that they were having issues between the first 3 to 4 drives, that's 17 to 25 plays.
Mm-hmm.
That's not an exaggeration. That's literally how many plays that went by with this issue.
Right. And like John said, why Michael Penix they got on no sleeve? They call his own plays.
Can I also bring that up too?
Yeah.
The sleeve. He's 25, right?
Yeah.
Meaning he's an older rookie, meaning he's a bit mature. He has a little bit of understanding on football practice. He's not some kid that's wet behind the ears and never seen a playbook.
Yeah.
You're telling me you can't get a play call quicker, let him read it, and then read the defense.
Mm-hmm.
I could tell you Pat Mahomes could do that. I could tell you Josh Allen does that. I could tell you. I'll tell you this. Baker Mayfield does it.
Mm-hmm.
And if Baker changes the play, guess what happens? He changes the damn play.
Mm-hmm.
And God, I never thought today I'd be hyping up Baker, but oh well. Here we are. All right, let me read these comments because we got Miss Christie blazing up our comment section, and we appreciate it. All right, so our division opponent will always play their hardest against us. Facts. It never made sense that we're so damn friendly. Kumbaya. Yeah, well, because your coach wanted to skip to Baloo with the linebacker.
Right.
Don't get me started. I was pissed off at that damn picture.
Huh?
Quinn is going to read. No, Quinn is going to quote every play we're going to play at the that is what I'm expecting. I'm expecting that the defense for the Washington Commanders, every play they're going to go, okay, they're lined up for this for Bijan. Oh, they're playing for this. Oh, they're not going to play Algier. Don't worry about that. Let's move on. That is what's going to happen. And not only that, he'll have that blood trail, and he's going to look like a Viking warrior. Although that was so damn funny, I died laughing because it was Mariota knocking him out. I dubbed this the Sunday game. This Sunday incest yes. Yeah, and you know what's sad? This is my birthday. Is this coming Sunday? I got to deal with the Falcons versus the Commanders, and I got to do it at a freaking Michael store. I'll explain it later on, but anyway. Not happy. Anyway, got to play DJ because every play will not be an original, not creative of their either team. They were brewed from the same place. I don't know, Christy. He does have what was it? Cliff Kingsbury. Is Cliff Kingsbury still with the Commanders?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, that man's playbook is freaking detailed. I mean, I gotta say that. So, the only time that Raheem has ever stepped in to take over is after a timeout and challenge called the Falcons. And it doesn't matter. San Fran will never win the Super Bowl. Yeah. We cursed his ass. Look. Christy, you ain't lying. Because Ron, we done this before. You ain't ever gonna win until you do right by us. Until you do right by us, Kyle. Never gonna do. So yeah, just remember that. Also big, and just remember this too. If the Miami Dolphins cut Mike McDaniels, whoever we get as a head coach, I want Mike McDaniels as our offensive coordinator. Not our head coach. I want him as our offensive coordinator. Let me have him, please. I'll buy him all the weed. I mean, vapes he needs, whatever. Bruh, I'll deal with all that. I just need him. He could call an offense. I don't want him calling defense or anything else. He's sorry, but I'll take him as our coach. The incestual festival. Christy, you're as bad as me. I tell you, you come up with some crazy shit. All right, so look. I know some people are going to try to say this was one game. Here's my problem. It's more than one because we have seen this team do this. And this is why I say if you're a Falcon fan, this is Falcon culture.
Right.
They will play a very good game. And then they'll come back and play a game where you go, what the fuck happened?
Right.
All right. And you can look every year. There's always that one game. There's always that game. You go, what the hell? How did we lose to the Browns? How the hell did we lose this team? And with Arthur Smith, we lost to a whole lot more teams. So that's how I'm seeing this. We put a man in the Hall of Fame for how bad we played against the Tennessee Titans. Let that sink in. Captain Mayonnaise, okay?
I think he had 300 yards on our defense.
Dude, he had it was like a rookie record.
Right.
That's why they put it in the Hall of Fame.
Is this John Elway or somebody?
Yeah. No, it's Mayonnaise. That's who lit us up. And where's he at now? Oh, he's riding the bench.
And now they said they don't even like him like that.
So here's the question now, guys. I know people are freaking out about the Kirk Cousins thing. I don't put much into that. That was just a situation. Game was out of hand. You benched him. We did that with Kurt and what was it, in the Broncos game when they were blowing us out last year.
Right.
But what do y'all think? Is there a chance that will this team be the stupid and go, well, maybe we need to put in because look, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if anything's being threatened by. Is anyone looking at Raheem and going, if you don't perform, you out of a job, bro? Because if that's the case, that's the only way I could see you going to Kurt if Penix isn't hurt. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Penix needs to get benched. I say you need to ride it out because he's a rookie and this is what you went with. But what do y'all think?
Me personally, I think he needs to ride it out. Also, I think somebody needs to go to Raheem. What the fuck you doing? Somebody need to tell Raheem, hey, your boy over here, Zach Robertson, he a fucker. If you don't change it, I will. I mean, to me, these the same plays from last year that Zach Robertson did. I mean, that's all I gotta say.
All right. What say you, John? You're on mute, brother.
I'm sorry about that.
You're good.
But yeah, it was said after the game that Raheem said after his presser that Kirk is not. There was no chance Kirk is winning the QB starting one position. There's no chance of that. He said it's Michael Penix's job from here on out. So that's the word of our head coach Raheem Morris. He said there is no way Kirk is winning the QB1 job back. It's Michael Penix. It's Michael's job from here on out. So I think we're just going to ride it out with Michael Penix because Raheem said in his press conference we're not going back to Kirk again. We're not. That's not happening.
Here's the thing. I will say the same thing like you guys, but here's what I'm going to say. I want to see Panic then. I want to see if he's going to stick with him through the tough times. Because if he does, that means he's committed to the guy.
Right.
But if he starts swapping, then you're going to know that means he's feeling the pressure. So we got to win some games. We got the next game is the Commanders on my birthday.
The Commodores.
Yeah, the Commodores. Look, I don't know if Daniels is going to be healthy to play, or if we're going against Mariota.
Right.
Dear
right now,
God.
what I've been saying right now, they talk about Daniels will not play.
Okay, so
That's what I've been saying right now. Now it could change.
Yeah.
From day to day, but that's what I've seen for right now.
I'm going to say that if he plays, I think we actually have a better chance if Daniels plays than we do Mariota. That's how I feel. I think for some reason, if we see Mariota on the field, I have a feeling our team is going to think this is going to be easy pickings. They shouldn't, but I can see this team doing that. So that is my frustration with this team. I see Deebo Samuel being a problem. I see that something about this Commanders team, and you can say it with Dan Quinn, they're going to fight. They may not be that good, but they're going to fight. So, go ahead.
I don't see Deebo being a problem. And the only reason I said that is AJ Terrell come back this week coming up. Like, I think AJ Terrell not shut him down, but like he won't really have a good game. Like he did Justin Jefferson before Justin Jefferson got injured or whatever. So I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
I could see AJ Terrell like Deebo had maybe 40 yards. I could see that.
I mean, we'll see, but I don't know if AJ Terrell is a week-to-week injury. So we'll see what his is going to be like. What say you, John? What's your impressions of the game? Your early impressions?
I am not impressed with our team right now. I think if Mariota does play, I agree with what C-Dub just said. I think our team's going to be like, you know what, we're gonna. This is easy pickings for us. Mariota's not that great of a player, and I'm afraid that we're going to go into this game with that mindset if Mariota does play. Do I think JD5 does play? Absolutely not. I don't think he does because I don't think the Commanders are going to chance that knee. I don't think they're going to chance it. I think they will see him out because I think the Commanders are looking ahead. I think they're looking over us. I don't think they're worried about us as much. And I can understand why. I can understand why they're not worried about us because the way we played against, the Panthers, I can see the Commanders being like, you know what? We're not worried about these boys. They're not serious. They're not going to give us. They're not going to come at us the way we're going to come. The way we're going to come at them. So I'm really not impressed with our team at all right now, and I'm really worried about Sunday.
Mm-hmm. As of right now, I was looking up, and what's up, A1 forever? Forever, ever? Forever, ever.
What's
up,
Chris?
What's up, everyone?
And yeah, I've been seeing you all over media. Shout out to you on this. Hey, Num Day. Yeah, it's Num Day. By the way, 5 hours ago, they're saying that he's still questionable.
Who?
AJ Terrell.
See?
We'll have to see on Sunday how he feels. And I'm not mad about that. I get that. That's kind of what you expect.
Right.
But you really do need to focus up. You can't be taking any more teams lightly. Yeah, Zach is coming out of that booth. He needs to.
Right.
Absolutely.
If not, I dare. Don't you make me say it. I do not want to see TJ Yates calling plays.
Me either.
That man don't know anything. That the most common line he said was, "I don't know. I don't know. Maybe." That was your detailed coaching by TJ Yates. Thank you, Christy. I'm working on making a name. There you go, A1. I'm trying to make a name. Problem is, it just keeps going into a 4-letter word.
Let me say this about A1. If y'all don't know A1, he is one of the hardest man that ever do this. A1, he got a basketball show, a football show with Smithy Smith. So if y'all don't know about A1, y'all need to go sign up on his Hawks basketball podcast and A1 and Smithy podcast. Shout out to them.
That's facts.
Sorry. Exactly. I mean, A1's actually one of the really cool guys back here that will,
Yes.
if you ever need to talk to somebody, he got you. And he always helps us out and always is probably one of the best guys out in this business. So no problem, brother.
No problem, fam.
You're always family to us. And yeah, anytime you want to come on, you don't even hesitate. You just say it and I'll send you a link. And but yeah, my thoughts on this team is simple. I'm done with believing in hype. And that's why I keep saying that with every time I see the Falcons stuff. I see if Raheem says something, if I see something that someone talks about their, how they look in camp, I never buy into it because I just look and go, okay, and that's what you're supposed to do. It's camp.
Right.
Get on the field. Let's see it.
Right.
And that's where I'm going. That's why I look at this coach. I look at this team and I go, I don't believe the hype you've said now because it never matches up on that field.
Right.
And look, you can be average and suck at the same time.
Right.
You could be a clinger. All right. Now, if you don't know what a clinger is, trust me, you will if you go to the bathroom.
Right.
All right. But the thing is, that's what this team is. All right. And they try to vibe and try to make you feel like you should always believe. You should put your money in this team. You should do everything possible.
Right.
And then when it's time for them to repay that loyalty, the fan support, well, they don't want to do the extra work either. And that is becoming too much.
Right.
Of the exception, or it's becoming the rule. And then you got Raheem not cutting people off, but it's more becoming agitated when people question conditioning, the injuries, strategies. You come out and say you got out-coached by Carolina. Okay, well, since you said that, you've now opened this door.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that this coach hadn't had a lead at all this season until he played your team? Why is that? Why did you take this team lightly? Oh, we didn't take them lightly. Really? Because what we just saw, 30-0, pretty much is telling me you took them lightly.
Yeah.
You know, why can't you get the headsets working? You know, 3 to 4 drives, really? That's 25 plays.
Right.
Yep.
In 3 games.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm just saying in one game, that's 25 plays, according to what he said.
Right.
And then we know about Minnesota, he was having issues also. We're the only team that keeping Bryce Young as right there.
You see?
Look at that, folks.
I agree with A1. I agree with everything he said right there. Back.
Look at that. He is 3-1 against the Falcons. Man made up celebrations. He's 3-1, but in the rest of the NFL, we all know what he is. 7 wins as a starter.
You
3
see?
of those wins off the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
And someone tried to say that's not a rival. It's rival. We're making them a rival. We're putting a legend into the name Bryce Young when they really shouldn't be.
Right.
Yep.
And look, the Panthers could screw around and lose next week. All right. They may be bad still. But my thing is, I don't want to hear people telling me, well, you know, it's just a bad day, but we'll get back. We couldn't beat the Panthers. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm. And their defense ranked 28th. That makes sense.
I mean, look, if you look at the numbers purely, you know, objectively, we dominated the game, except for one area, turnovers. After that second field goal miss, the game was over. I don't understand how that should have. If that's the case, the Philadelphia Eagles should have just, you know, packed their bags and settled down when it was 21-6.
Mm-hmm.
Last I checked, didn't they win?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Didn't they have like a really awesome moment where they blocked the field goal and ran it all the way for a touchdown?
Yeah.
That's special teams, right?
Yeah.
Not tackling your own guy when he's got the punt.
Right.
And like I said, this blame pie goes to everybody. I blame Ra. I blame Zach Robinson. I blame Marquise Morris or Marquise Williams. What the hell are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Can you not find a guy that can catch a football? That would really help out in special teams. Can we make a kick? Can we, I don't know, make sure and keep the score below 20 so that our team could make a comeback? There was none of it this go round.
Our defense was so tired yesterday. I would be tired too.
At some point they're like, man, F this. We can't, you know.
Right. We can't do nothing. Our offense not doing nothing either. So
yeah, you looking up in the booth and you see Mr. Zach Robinson, like, you know, playing dice streams or something. I mean, it was ridiculous. So I think this Sunday, this is kind of my preview. I'm looking at what can the Falcons focus up and make it where they make Mariota beat them throwing.
right.
Because he'll get comfortable running, and then he's comfortable throwing.
Right. Remember before the draft, Terry said, I want the guys that when they lose, they get mad. I'm going to see they take it out on Mariota. Is they really about that smoke? I'm going to see our defense hit Mariota so hard, I'd feel it through my TV. I'm going to see my offense, Drake London, show up and show the fuck out. And Mooney, too. Kyle Pitts, I'm going to see you get mad for the first time in your life.
I agree. I mean, I don't know what else. John, what do you guys say? What's like some of the things you looking at?
Here's how I say we beat the Commanders. Can we throw the ball over? Can we throw the deep ball? And can we get Algier back to running the football like he used to? I mean, if we can do that, I mean, I think we got a chance to win this game. But if Algier does not run the football along with Bijan Robinson, I think it's going to be a long day, and I think the Commanders are going to take control and they're going to beat us. They're going to beat us bad. I mean, it could be one of those 45-0 games. If we don't get this figured out, and if Zach Robinson does the way he does in this game against the Panthers and he carries it into this Sunday, it could be a long day. I mean, we need to get this figured out and get it figured out in a hurry.
True.
Yeah, this is one of those games where, like I said, we talk about it before, and I'll say it again too. Cut the shit. Cut the shit. Just keep it simple, stupid. Go at this, attack, and literally get everything you can, okay? And dictate the pace. Look, the fan base are a bunch. Look, the fan base will jump back on because they're not going to hold this team accountable. I get it. Me personally, I'm still cautious. I'm not just going to go, oh man, we're going to dominate. No, because I actually looked at this game. I said, man, this game is going to be really tight. This game is we're going to let them in this game. So that's basically my whole thought process is we could get it and win it. But do I think that's going to happen? I don't know, because this team has made it very clear they don't know what they're doing.
Right.
So that's really what we're going to talk. That was what we wanted to talk about, was this loss and what they did. Any other final thoughts before we wrap up?
Shout out to the eye test.
Go ahead, Ron.
They be doing that thing every week, every Wednesday, at 10 o'clock. Shout out to Talk Your Ish. Come on tomorrow at 8 o'clock. It's about to go down tomorrow. So, shout out to Pops and the Henry brothers. And shout out to the Birdcage, my OG, and Ryan.
Yep.
And by the way, shout out to Coach for being an asshole. Shout out to him. Though you call yourself a defensive coordinator, but you don't know what the fuck you be talking about.
Damn.
So shout out to you. You're a jackass. Why you gonna make a show on Wednesday night and you know the eye test come on Wednesday night? I just had to get that off of my chest, everybody. I'm sorry.
No, you good, brother. You know I'm not gonna say nothing. That's kind of low and dirty.
But shout out to the real fans. Shout out to the real people that do know what they be talking about, Winston and John and everybody in the eye test. Red. Shout out to everybody who on the eye test. And shout out to the real Falcons fans that been here from day one.
Yeah.
And C-Dub, Ladarius, John, shout out to y'all. So,
shout out to you, Ron.
and everybody in the comments, thank you. And share the show.
Yeah. All right. So real quick before I go to John, so they are Myles Garrett reported saying that Raheem said they're going to move the offensive coordinator Zach Robinson down to the field. So
yes.
Thank God.
They listen to us. They're listening to us.
I'm not holding my look. I'm not saying that's gonna fix it. Because I'm looking at it as we got a whole lot more to go.
I agree, C-Dub. I was just joking with Ron there. I mean,
Oh, I know, brother. I know. So what do you guys say, brother?
I say, I want to give a shout out to Smitty, and I want to shout out A1 and my boy Berto from the 95 North Sports Show. If you guys ain't checked them out, go show them boys some love. They are working hard. Putting out some great, awesome Falcons content. And yeah, man, I just hope we get a win this Sunday. I'm hoping, I'm praying for the best, but I'm worried though. And shout out to Miss Christie. I want to give a shout out to Christie, Miss Carrie.
Yeah, one thing, and also Miss B too. And also, let me put it like this: this is my last saying on this because it is what it is. Show up, stop screwing around. This fan base wants to get a playoff run. That's really what this is all about. All right. If you want people to believe in this team, you got to give us something to believe in.
Yes.
And words don't make us believe. The actions do. Games like that make you go, yeah, no, I got better things to do with my time.
All right.
All right. And so I'm going to be like, oh, that's not being a real fan. No. You know what? No. I've been a fan, and I'm not letting my life be dictated by bull crap. So do not get the fan base to look at you like, what's the use? Why do I need to be enjoying a team that obviously doesn't want to get better, obviously don't want to do anything, because then now you're dealing with apathy, and you don't want that.
Right.
So my thing is this: the fans show up, do your best, but Falcons, you need to give them something to want to see. And look, Robinson, I don't care if you're on the top of the damn Benz Stadium. Just make sure you do your damn job. All right? And Raheem, make sure the damn headsets are working. Make sure you have the batteries. There we go. I mean, make sure you got AAAs, AA's, the 9-volt batteries, the A batteries. I don't care. The D batteries, whatever. Put some suckers in there, mix it up, and see what it goes. That's basically how I feel, and I just hope that I hope as a team that the team themselves can rebound. But yeah, I think the leadership has to step up, as in you guys have to show that you really can carry this. Because right now, you're proving us right. You really are. And at the end of the year, I don't see them staying if we're not in the playoffs. That's just my rock bottom moment here. It's like because basically now you're telling me we've had a team that should have been in the playoffs, but we've been nothing but lottery teams.
Right.
Or, top 10 draft picks. That ain't going to fly, man. That really is not going to fly. That's going to hurt us. So, especially this year because we don't control our pick. So we don't have our pick. And look. I'm not saying anything bad about James Pierce. I think James Pierce is going to pay off. It's just, man, you took a gamble. And what a time you took a gamble on. You took it during this time. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this breaks down. And don't think the fan base don't remember that. But we'll see what happens. This is game 3. We got more to go. But as I also like to remind people, there's 17 weeks in football, or 18 weeks and 17 games. So, yeah, we got 14 games now. So we'll be here tomorrow. Wednesday, we'll talk about the WWE WrestlePalooza, why ESPN's critique or grading of the matches may be rough, but honestly, it would have been the same amount of critique they get anyway. So stop panicking over that. WWE fans are y'all don't sound like a bunch of IWC idiots. Did they give them a brutal review? Yeah. Quite honestly, it's like this. I'll say this as a teaser. Was it a bad review? It probably was, but here's the deal: they have the right to say it.
Right.
Now, this is what I'll also say though. This is ESPN. They have Stephen A. Smith do a show. Okay, you see some of the people. You see some of the people they hired on that channel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to hear nothing about ratings. I don't want to hear nothing about wanting top rank entertainment. Those knuckleheads can't find top rank entertainment if it was a dog bag with dog crap on fire. That's how ESPN is. That's what I think of them. Okay, take it easy. So we'll see tonight on Raw. I think isn't like start time at 7 again.
I think so.
Yeah,
Thank
if it's 7, that'll be awesome because I can go ahead and get it over with to watch. Oh, Najee Harris is indeed suffered a season-ending torn ACL.
Yeah, it was ugly.
Oh, it was.
I like, oh my God. Ooh.
Okay, here's the crazy part though. It was ugly. My God, Justin Herbert jumping over him and still throwing the complete pass, badass. I'm sorry, that was badass. I thought that was awesome. I was very impressed with. I was impressed with Herbert. He's been so far.
Yeah.
So far, yeah. We're gonna have to keep an eye on the Chargers. They're going to be a scary team if they don't charger themselves.
Right.
I'm intrigued to see what Jim Harbaugh does with that team.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean, they might want to trade for a running back. Because I'm going to tell you, if we go 1-5, you might want to get some furniture off the Titanic. I'm just saying. But yeah, I know. I'm just saying though. But all right, guys, we're going to wrap it up. We thank y'all for checking us out. Ladarius had to run due to work, so check his stuff out. Go to IG, and you'll see where you can find him. Ron is going to be on Talk Your Ish tomorrow night. And Ron, anything else you want to plug?
That's it. Shout out to everybody that made content about the Atlanta Falcons. Bit Low, at Boto, Antoine Smithy Smith, A1, Uncle Steve. Shout out to yes, the eye test. We do know what we be talking about, Coach. So yeah, you think you slip, but you're not, player. Shout out to Pops and the Henry brothers. Shout out everybody that stick here with this damn team. Shout out to C. Doug, Ladarius, John, everybody. So
awesome. John, any things you got planned for? I know you're Wednesday, so
you guys can check me out on Twitter. John Brooks on Twitter. You guys can follow me on YouTube, and I will be streaming the Bama game this Saturday night at 7:30 against Georgia. I will be doing that game as well. Come by, check me out. And all I want to say is thank you guys for coming in and checking out our live stream tonight with C-Dub and Ladarius and Ron. Shout out to everybody at Makes Falcons Culture, like Ron said. We hope you guys enjoy it, and just shout out to everybody in the chat tonight. A1, Miss Christy, shout out to Miss Carrie, and everybody that came through on our live stream today. Thank you guys, and we really appreciate it. Now I'll throw it back to C-Dub.
All right, and then just want to say, like I said, it's official. He is going to come down from the heavens, and he'll be on the sideline. Let's hope Ron doesn't do the following statement of whoop-de-doo. But yeah, oh no, that is legendary. The Ron whoop-de-doo. Oh man, we'll talk about it next week if it goes bad. But yeah, big ups to everyone that's been a part of the show. Also, any podcasters that do their thing covering the Falcons, y'all are doing amazing work.
yes.
Ryan, the historian, much love to you. Big ups to Big Low Country, Uncle Steve, and Smitty, and the AFN ladies. They do Christie's with. They do an amazing job where they cover the Falcons from their point of view, and it's really good. Y'all need to definitely get behind them. They're really good.
Yeah.
And so many more. And A1's always dropping content, and so is Berto. Bro Talk too. He's out there.
Yeah.
Like I said, Marcus Washington, definitely.
Yes, most definitely.
Boys like me now. He's like, man, just get rid of. You know what? Just get rid of everyone.
Right.
I'm with you. So yeah, big ups to everyone, and also big ups to Ladarius, my brother from another mother. So much love for that guy. He's one of our best people, and we're going to be talking about WrestlePalooza. Look, I get all the hype for ESPN, but my thing was I didn't really expect much show-wise. We'll get into it. Just know the best parts I thought was anything involving women. So that we'll discuss that more as we go. Trying to think, and then Falcons, and then Monday Night Football. It's going to be the Ravens and Lions, right?
Yes, in Baltimore.
For some reason, I want to go Lions.
Son,
see, I'm going Lions with C-Dub on that. I'm going Lions as well.
I'm going Baltimore on that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it could go down the wire, but I don't know, man. I just kind of, man, I know it's going to sound crazy. I think Baltimore's not as complete as they were last couple of years.
Right.
I think it's not like they've stumbled badly. I just don't think they are as dominant as they were last year. They were.
Right. But
so, yeah.
I mean, I like both teams.
Yeah, me too.
But you made a good point, C-Dub. I don't trust the head coach of Baltimore. He do some stupid shit. He just like Zach Robinson to me. Play calling.
Well, I won't go that far because John Harbaugh does have Super Bowl rings. So
yeah, but did he have the Super Bowl ring because did it?
Hold on. He won. Hold on. This is one of those where I look at you and go, do I have a Super Bowl ring? Yes. Did you win it because no, I have a Super Bowl ring.
That's good one. I like that one. I like that one. But I mean, I will say this, and y'all heard me say this.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to your family members.
Mm-hmm.
Never know what a person going through behind closed doors. Never know. The way the world is today, check out how their mental is. This to the people in the chat too. If y'all need somebody to talk to, I'm here. C-Dub here. We family. If you've been with this team for a long time, you family. You family. You've been through the ups and downs. So check out, call your family, call your people, your friends. Never know what a person going through behind closed doors. So,
yeah. And my last statement is this: enjoy football. Have a great time. We'll talk. Like I said, Wednesday we'll go over WrestlePalooza. We'll definitely go over Raw and go over just everything else and just have a good time. And make sure you check us out. Make sure you watch Falcons. And like I said, if anything breaks majorly, we'll come in and do a show. But till then, see you next Monday. C-Dub up.
Well, peace.
Peace. All right. Adios.